making blackberry and apple jam. On a nice country walk, look for some blackberries to pick. The bigger and blacker, the better.
These ones are not quite ready yet, as they are still a bit red.
These ones look great. The more people you have to help you pick them, the better. Everyone can join in, even your dog, but don't use those ones in the recipe. Be careful, they are a bit prickly and are often found growing near stinging nettles. You will need a container or a large plastic bag to collect them in. You will need about 2 kilograms or 4 pounds.
When you get home, you will need to wash them in cold water to remove any dirt, bugs or other leaves. The kitchen sink is really useful for this. You need to strain them in a colander. You will also need 2 large cooking apples, 3 kilograms, that's 6 pounds of sugar, and 250 millilitres or half a pint of water. You should carefully measure out the ingredients before you start, and set of weighing scales will be really useful for this.
Put the berries and half of the water in a large jam pan and cook over a medium heat until soft. You will need to peel, core and chop the apples. When you cut the apples, you need to use the bridge and claw technique so that you don't cut your fingers.
This means that you grab the apple with your claw and put the knife under the bridge you have made with your hand. If you do slip, you will only cut the chopping board.
Put them in a separate pan with the rest of the water and cook until quite soft.
Mix the apple and blackberries together. Add the sugar, it seems to be a lot of sugar, and stir it until dissolved. Once it has all disappeared, you need to boil the mixture rapidly until the setting point has been reached.
There are 2 ways to test if the jam has reached its setting point. The first way is with a jam thermometer, which will show you exactly when the correct temperature has been reached. If you do not have a thermometer, you can use a plate test.
You need to put a plate in the freezer to cool it down, spoon a small piece of jam sauce onto the plate, let it cool for a few seconds and carefully drag the mixture with your finger.
You need to have a good supply of clean jam jars. You should put them on an oven tray and warm them ready to receive the hot jam mixture. Don't forget to use an oven glove. Use a funnel to help fill the jam jars to the top. Again, be careful as the jam will still be very hot. Once the jars are full, you need to add a wax paper disc to seal out all the air. This helps to keep your jam for a long time.
If you are given your jam as a present, you can cut out some circles of pretty fabric to decorate the lids. They will be held on with an elastic band. You will need to make some labels that include the date of making and the ingredients. You should try to think of a good name for your jam. We called ours the Angry Farmer Jam.